So I have posted a meditation video, another one. My intent for that is to kind of check into or awaken parts of the chakra system. So I hope you're enjoying the music projects that I am putting together. Go over and look. It is on my channel. Today, tapping into the heart chakra. I hope you guys are well today. Today we are going to tap into cross watchers energy. Those that will be looking in to find out what's going on with you. We're going to take a look and see what it is that they see when they look in on you. Okay. I hope you guys are well today. Happy Saturday. Let me just arrange my little, my decks. I have quite a few decks out here right now that I'll be using. Today has been a really beautiful day. Pleasantly surprised. There's some things that is just going really well. I hope you can say the same. Sometimes spirit just wants us to move, like not even have to really have it all figured out. Just move on faith, move on the premise that you've done the work and you've prepared yourself. And, you know, if there is help that's needed, have faith that spirit will meet you where your limits begin, right? Do what you can do and leave the rest up to spirit. Soft light. Soft light. So happy Saturday. My name is Letty. I hope you guys are well today. As we are enjoying the weekend. Wasn't that hot today? It was hot enough where I am, but not as hot as it could have been. So I'm thankful for that I didn't melt when I stepped outside of my front door. But yeah, usually I would be out walking, but I was up early, got my walk out of the way early. I tried to do that if I can, so I don't have to go out in the evening because it's been really hot. We've had a hot wave, and I don't believe it's been as hot as it was predicted. However, it's still been hot. And so with that being said, I hope you guys are staying cool wherever you are. And I still have to post these videos that I've been recording through the week and not posting. I'm going to do that. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't forgotten. This is one of them that I will be posting here. There's going to be about 3 more. So for this video, I'm going to just tap into each of the signs. That's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to tap into each of the signs. Take a look at who's peeking in on you and what they see when they look in. Okay. So I hope you guys are well. I invite you to like, share, to comment if you feel led. If you are new here, welcome to my channel, Blood Moon Oracle. And if this is kind of the thing that you enjoy, this is up your alley, feel free to subscribe. and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live. Welcome, love bug. And so I am actually going to go, let's see, what season are we in? Are we in Leo season? I know we just came out of Cancer season. Yeah, I believe we're in Leo season. So we're going to start with Leo and work our way around the zodiac wheel. From Leo to Cancer. Cancer just had their season. And so it'll be Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and I think Gemini. No, there's two more. Taurus. Who am I missing? Taurus. Oh, I know it's Gemini and then Cancer. So who am I missing? Let's see. Taurus. Give me 1 second, you guys, okay? Aries, Taurus. Oh, okay. And then Gemini. Oh no, Gemini and Cancer. Yeah, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. I did have them all. So we're starting with Leo. How you doing, Leo? Welcome today to Blood Moon Oracle. Let's see who is cross-watching you. Who's trying to check in on you to see what's going on with you and what do they see when they check in on you? That's what we're going to look into today. Okay. Let's see here. Which deck should I use? Let's start with my Luna deck. For the sake of time, I am going to go ahead and take a moment to get my deck together and get your spread out, and then we will read who's watching you, Leo. Okay, be right back. All right, Leo, I have your spreads out, and so when it comes to who's watching you, what came out is the Seven of Pentacles, literally someone watching, right? The Justice. I'm sorry that you can't see the cards, but I'll put them up anyway. Knight of Swords and the Hermit. Okay, so this person could be a Virgo. They could actually be, Virgo. They could actually be a Gemini, a Libra, or a Pisces, a water sign. I mean, not a Pisces. What is that? Seven of Pentacles is that Virgo again? Yeah, Virgo. So lots of Virgo coming out here. So this person could be a Virgo or have heavy Virgo placements in their chart, or a Libra. I have Libra energy as well. But there's something about this. This is someone that may feel like they have made some investment in you, and they're watching you in some form or fashion. This could be someone pertaining to work. It doesn't have to be, but I just get the sense that there is some work put in on you, with you, on your behalf. There's some investment this person feels like that they've made. And I'm getting like, you know how if you've done something for someone, like say you help someone to get like like a vehicle, or maybe you help them to get a job or something like that. And then you watch to see how they're going to handle what you help them to do, to make sure that their investments are not in vain, or you're not taking it for granted. I get that energy. This may be someone that feels like they've invested in you in some way. This also could be someone that is affiliated with the law in some type of way. There may be someone that holds some type of position with the law, that is watching you in some type of way. This is that Libran energy. I also feel like there could be someone who may not be a very social type of person. This is somebody that may be off to themselves or stay to themselves, do things by themselves. And, the Hermit gives me that energy. This could also be someone who is like a deep thinker, someone who is very strategic and organized, likes to have everything in order. This person could have, like, what do they call that? That disorder where you have to have everything in order, LCD or something like that. That disorder where you have to have everything perfect and in order. They may be a person that's very organized and have to have things a certain way. Yeah. This also could be someone who is hot-headed, whoever this is. This may be somebody that has kind of like a fast temper, a hot temper, somebody that doesn't think before reacting, someone that always loves a good fight. Like, that's right up their alley. They're quick to run maybe to your defense, right? Maybe this is somebody that's trying to defend you in some type of way, shape, or form. And so lots of Virgo coming out here. This could be a Virgo, or they could have lots of Virgo placements, or it could also be a Libra, or they could have Libra placements as well. But I see lots of Virgo energy out here for you, Leo. I'm also taking a look at what they see when they're looking at you. And I pulled the Three of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Moon. I feel like this person could be trying to find out some specific information about you that is not openly available to everybody. With the Moon, there's something hidden here, or there may be something secured and not available for them to access, some type of information. Or if they do have access to it, they may not be fully understanding what it means. There's something that's covered here. When they're looking at you, they're actually seeing you trying to assess how you're going to move forward in some type of way. I see the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords is all about forward movement. The Three of Wands is about, expansion. So you could be doing something, expanding your territory or expanding your space. The Eight of Pentacles comes out too. For some of you, you could be expanding in some type of way when it comes to work. This person could be someone related to work that's watching you as well. But what they're seeing when they're seeing you, I feel like they see you very focused. They see that you may not even realize that they are tapped into you like this and watching you because you're so focused on what you're doing. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is very focused energy. This person may also be someone trying to emulate. I feel like they look at you as a skillful person or somebody that focuses on something and goes after it, like a really motivated person. And they may see you as very secretive about your success too, right? And that might be why they're watching you from a distance, and they're just trying to kind of pick up some of your secrets, maybe things that have made you successful. This person could also see you moving away from some form of discomfort or drama. You may be moving to calmer waters in some type of way. That could be literal. You could be literally moving and they're watching you moving, or this could be energetically. You could be moving as well. But I feel like overall, this person, when they're looking in on you, they're seeing good things. And they may, in fact, be being inspired by you, Leo. Because I see just very focused energy, very intent on what it is that you're doing and what you set out to do. Not really being very vocal or open, just really keeping to yourself, Leo. This may not be something, or this may be someone that you may not want to be able to look in on you with the Moon here. You may want to keep what it is that you're doing a secret from this person, or just in general. And so that's what I'm seeing. When they look at you, they actually see good things. And I don't know if this is a hater. I don't know if this is somebody that looks up to you, but either way, it's given fan behavior, right? It's given fan behavior. And what they're seeing is very motivational energy. And so I don't know the intent that they have, why they're looking in. We're going to look at that next, but they're seeing good things about you. Let's see why they're looking in on you. We have the community. I do feel like this is somebody in your community. This is somebody that you know or have known. This is somebody maybe within your immediate group, somebody that you communicate with or in contact with in some type of way. This could even be family as well. I also have distraction, dominance, and sacred space. Okay. I do feel like this could be someone that is infringing purposefully on your boundaries in some type of way, because I have sacred space here, I have distraction, and then I also have dominance. It gives me kind of like a power dynamic here, kind of like a power struggle happening. And so it could be somebody that you know is watching you. I'm not going to rule that out, but it also could be somebody that you don't know is watching you to this extent. I feel like there could have been some type of tussle that you've had, either energetically, mentally, could be, physically as well. There's some type of power dynamic going on here, some type of power struggle I feel that exists between you two. And you are a real distraction to this person for some reason. I also feel like there could be possibly someone else in on this as well. There may be someone else in the picture as well. The other person may not be so much as watching you, but they may have a different objective here with finding out what you're doing. It's almost like you may have, there's something that they want. There's something that they want to know. And so there's like some co-op that's happening. And I almost feel like this could be kind of like a distraction. If this is somebody that is actually strategizing to get something, right? There could be more than one person involved here as well, because there's something that they see as valuable that you have. Yeah. And I do see you very guarded too, whatever this is. I don't know what it is, but there's something that you are guarding, that they see you guarding. There's something that they desire that you have. That's why they're watching you. And so be very attentive. Like, don't leave your purse hanging around. If you have things of value, don't leave them laying around when you're away from home. And even in the workplace, I would go so far to say that that's come out a couple of times here, the workplace, because there may be someone looking for an opportunity to take what you have, or to wait until you're not looking to pick something up, or to take something, or to get some kind of information that they want to know that's valuable in some type of way. Whatever this information or this is, it does hold some type of future value, right? Some type of future value. I don't know if you have locks on your phones and your computers and tablets at home. Even information could be of the essence here as well. Whoever this is that's watching you wants something. Yeah. Let me see. Anything else? Anything else Leo needs to know? Where are we at? 30 minutes? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel like you have some type of connection or history with whoever's watching you. Again, it could be work related. And I do feel like this person looks up towards you. There's something that they admire about you as well. And they want to know something. It could even be something as simple as how you process things, like how you overcome difficulties, right? How you transition through difficulties. It could even be that kind of energy as well. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. That's all I have, Leo. Okay. Your cross watchers watching you. I feel like there's a little bit of admiration there for you. And when they're watching, they're seeing just good stuff. They're being inspired. So even if they are haters, you're inspiring your haters, turning them into fans. Okay. All right, Leo. We'll see you next time. Like, share, comment. Okay. If you know who this is, keep your head up and keep your eyes peeled. Okay. That's what I have for you, darlings. See you next time, love bugs. All right. Bye. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. My name is Letty. Welcome. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. Today, we're taking a look at your cross watchers energy. Who's watching you, why they're watching you, what they see when they check in on you. They could be getting readings on you, looking at your Virgo readings, trying to get information on you. I did pull out my cards in advance just for the sake of time. I'm going to try to get through this really quickly and get all the information I can for you, okay? So when I looked into who's watching you, Virgo, I have the Three of Wands. I have the King of Cups. I know you can't see these cards because of the light. I have the Four of Swords. And then I have the Lovers. Okay. I almost get the sense that this person wants you to think that they're unbothered, that they could give a care less what you're doing. However, that could not be further from the truth. This could be an old lover, a past lover. It could be a current lover. This could be someone within your family that you have a family with, that you have kids with. Yeah, I get the sense that this person wants you to feel that they are unbothered. Like this could be someone that is trying to see like what you're doing, how you have advanced, or maybe trying to see what your next move is. And it's almost like, I wish you could see the face on the King of Cups card. He's like looking like, oh, really? Okay, so this could be like a King of Cups. This could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be an Aries. This could be a Libra or a Pisces. Getting heavy water sign energy. It could be like a competitive ex. Or if it's still your partner, I get that energy out here. There may be a very competitive energy with your partner. They don't want you to know that they're competing with you, but I get that energy. Very masculine energy, very competitive. And this person comes off as very nonchalant, but there's something in the inside that is very not nonchalant. Like they see, they're watching, they're trying to see, how you're advancing, how you're planning to move forward. I get the sense like that's in an energy of competition. Even though they have a very serene disposition, there may be something else going on the inside of this person that's watching you. For that King of Cups, anyway. Because I get that energy like, oh, really? Okay. We're going to see about that, right? All right. Let's see. Because the King of Cups really is mature, but there is other aspects too of the King of Cups, right? When they're not, they're not. What do they see when they're watching you? Let's look at that. I see the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Strength, right? And so you give off an energy of not being bothered, right? I do feel like you are very busy with this Two of Pentacles, so busy that you may not really have time. And if this is a current lover, they may want to know, like, are you really as busy as you're saying? Are you really that focused in on what it is that you're doing? Or is there something else that has you held up, right? They may just be looking in, checking just to make sure, checks and balances, right? Making sure. But overall, I do feel like when they're looking in, they are actually seeing you busy, maybe even doing several different jobs. If you work several different jobs, maybe you have a job and a business, maybe you have a job and projects. Maybe you run several businesses. I see like some multitasking here, some juggling. And then I see a lack of additional time, right? You are really bound to what it is that you're doing. Whatever that is that you're juggling has you bound. You really don't have a lot of time, if that's what they're trying to peek in to find out, to see if you're really busy. So much so, I feel like you are in this attitude. You may even know if this is a lover that they're a little bit unhinged or a little bit insecure, and you're like, I don't have time for that. I gotta go, right? I have things to do, people to meet, and you're always just like, I don't have time for this, whatever. I'm gonna go because I have things to do. You feel very unbothered by this, and it feels like they see you just really wanting to move away. Yeah. They may see you always moving. Seems like you're moving away. I don't know if that's intentional. You're moving away from their drama or moving away from someone's drama to something that's more peaceful and serene, but they're seeing you as moving away. If this is an ex, you could literally be trying to separate yourself and put distance between you and them, Virgo. But I do feel like they see that you're not as pressed as they are, right? They're pretending not to be pressed. They got the Four of Swords too, but they are in fact pressed. I'm looking at the face on this King of Swords, and the Three of Wands has the back turned, but I also get the sense like they are concerned. They are watching. They're giving the appearance like they're not, but they are. But you really are not concerned, possibly because you don't have the time, right? You're busy doing things. And then they also see you as very strong, with the strength here, very courageous, very bold. They may in fact see you as someone that takes on, challenges well. You take on difficulties well. And it could be this heavy load that you're carrying, this schedule, this multitasking, this balancing act that you're doing in life right now. They see it as something very extraordinary that you're handling rather well. And so they see you as strong. When they look in, they see you a little bit detached, but they are really kind of in awe of what you are maintaining, Virgo, when they look in. Now, why are they looking in? I have Knight with my Crow Oracle deck, balance, self-interest, and illusion, right? Again, I feel like they want to see if it is really what you are making it appear to be. It's almost like they're trying to look in and find cracks to your story or find cracks to what it is that you appear to be doing with illusion. They may feel like you are just a little bit self-interested and a little bit detached, like I was saying. And so they may feel like you're a little bit selfish too, with self-interest. They may want more of your time. And so that may be why they're looking in. Or for someone, they may feel like you're being selfish, maybe in moving away, providing distance between you, or acting very nonchalant, or committing yourself to what it is that you hold important right now. They feel like you're a little bit selfish. And I don't know if their intention is really to knock you off balance. I did get balance out here, but I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if that's their intention. They're just trying to see how you're balancing all of this, or if they're trying to knock you off balance. But it feels like you have a nice little, whatever you have going on, it's put together very well. And you have some type of routine, some type of foundation, some type of structure. There's something that has provided you practice, experience, that has a solidity that has been created for you. And you're not easily knocked off if that is their intention. And the reason why I say that is because I also have night. It's almost like all these birds are active at night. Like, what are you doing at night? You're supposed to be asleep, but there's all this activity at night, like kind of like sneaking around or preparing for something, preparing to catch someone off guard, or preparing to do something the next day that you may not want anyone else to do. This person is kind of a little sneaky in how they're approaching this. That makes sense if it is an ex that's watching you. And if it's a insecure partner, that makes sense as well. They may be doing a lot of sneaky things, just kind of watching you when you don't even realize you're being watched. And this may be happening at night. I just get a lot of distrust here. That's why you're being watched. But there's nothing in what they're seeing when they watch you that shows that you're not actually doing what you're doing. I'm seeing that you just look busy and uninterested in explaining yourself, or constantly having to, soothe somebody's insecurities. Like you're too busy for that, or too strong for that. That may be something that you've learned in the past with your past experiences, and you're not entertaining it. If this is a current partner, or I get for some of you, this could be a family member. I don't know. That really doesn't make sense. Why would they have to sneak around? They just want to be nosy, I feel like, if it is a family member. You know how sometimes in life when you just very complete and you are content, and it's not even that you may not have everything the way that you want it, but things are good enough, and you're just really invested in your life, in yourself. During those times, people are looking like, well, why are you glowing? Why are you so busy all the time? You haven't called me in like more than a month. You usually call me every Friday, right? It could be a family member that just want to be nosy. But I do get the energy of an ex, or maybe a current partner that don't want you to know that they invested in being a private eye investigator for your life. Whoever this is, Virgo. What else does Virgo need to know? Is there anything they need to do, Spirit? Anything they need to be aware of? Any actions they need to take? I don't really get stalker energy. Not really. This feels like somebody that you know. And I don't really sense a doubt here, but you can never be too careful. So, I always turn around and look, especially when I'm driving. Like I'll go a block and then I'll just kind of peep in my rear view mirror. I'm very aware. You have to be. And so that might be just a general tip on how to stay safe, double back or look back, go around the corner and then come back around and just be like, oh, okay, let me just look. Spirit wants you to be very aware of your finances, the Queen of Pentacles. And that may be around money management, just being aware of, how you're maintaining, who you're helping. Because there could be a little bit of contention around you with the 5 of Wands I hear and the 10 of Wands. It's almost like you work really hard, for what it is that you have. Guard it well. Okay. That's what I have, Virgo. Thank you for stopping by. We'll talk to you next time. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. And we will talk to you next time, okay? Keep up the good work. Make them sweat, Virgo. Make them sweat, okay? We'll see you next time, my love bugs. All right, bye. Hello, Libra. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. My name is Leticia. We are watching the Cross Watcher reading tonight. Who's watching you, getting readings on you, tapping into your readings, trying to see what you're up to or get information. We're going to take a look at who could be watching you, why they're watching you, what do they want, and what do they see when they're watching you, okay? I did lay out my cards for the sake of time because I want to brush through each of these. I'm doing all of the signs. So you could have another Libra watching you with the Justice here, the 10 of Cups. This could be a lover, a family member, the 3 of Cups, or the 3 of Swords. This could be someone who, someone who you broke their heart, or someone who broke your heart, someone who you're disappointed in right now. We have the 10 of Pentacles. It could definitely be family again, or someone that you run a business with. It could be someone that you work with. And then we have temperance here. Um, I feel like you could also, for you, Libra, I feel like you have maybe someone from the other side that may be watching over you, or this could be like a guardian angel or angels, plural. Very angelic presence coming through with the temperance here. Not necessarily cross watching, but they could be like watching over you, your situation. So this person could be within the justice system. It could be someone that has some type of position with the law or work within the law in some type of way. This could be somebody that you're in relationship with, somebody that you have kids with or had kids with, family of some kind. This seems like somebody that you're emotionally involved with, whether it's family, whether it's a relationship, or maybe a close friendship. Because the Three of Swords is here, there means that there's some type of emotional interaction with this person where there was some type of failure or disappointment, or maybe just something that, fell off or fell to the wayside or something. I also have the Ten of Pentacles, which gives me more family energy or some type of connections with a business, or I don't know if some of you have animals, a dog, a large dog, I'm seeing a sandy colored dog. This person could own a large sandy colored dog. I don't know what they're called. And I don't know if it would be like a mixed breed, but it's like a large light brown, like a tannish colored dog. And it's a pretty big dog. Short hair. And then again, I'm getting that angelic energy. And so this could be another Libra. It could be a water sign, like a Pisces. I'm getting really strong. Not another Libra. I just did Libra. This is, yeah, you're Libra. I'm sorry. It could be another Libra, or it could be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio that's kind of watching you, keeping an eye on you. This person could be I'm hearing another Libra again. Three of Swords. Another Libra again. Ten of Pentacles is Virgo energy. It could be a Virgo watching you, or Sagittarius Libra, or Sagittarius. Yeah. And if it's not an angel, this person acts as an angel in whatever capacity that is. Okay. So those are the energies that I'm getting that's watching you. Why are they watching you? We have the Page of Swords here, which is the energy of watching. We have the Emperor here. We have the World here, and the Five of Cups. I mean, not why they're watching you. We're looking at what they're seeing when they're watching you. The Page of Swords, the Emperor, the World, and the Five of Cups. And so for some of you, there is a bit of a kind of sad energy. This leads me to believe that Three of Swords, the person that's watching you knows that they have disappointed you or broken your heart in some type of way. They may see that you're a little bit withdrawn or just not as, active as you used to be. They realize that you are hurt, and they watch you kind of reacting to that. Okay. They can see you reacting to that. And so that's what they're seeing, is they're seeing you kind of like in this very difficult state emotionally, maybe processing the disappointment. This person could also see you ending something, or there's some type of ending that's happening. But even with that, I feel like this person also sees that you're very protected in some type of way. You have like a hedge around you, Libra. You're very protected. Yeah. I feel like you are very protected. This person is seeing that. And there's something that's very autonomous about you too. With the Emperor energy, this is somebody that holds, it's almost like boss energy. So whoever is watching you actually is seeing you handling business and handling your business, handling things. and a very high vibrational capacity, very high frequency capacity with the Emperor. Very aggressive, very prepared, very effective, maybe even with a little bit of an influence with what you're doing, right? Very huge leading energy with the Emperor. This person is watching you leading some type of charge. Yeah. And there's some struggle that the person is watching you encounter, but you haven't given up. I'm looking at this card. The bird is carrying the sword that looks like it could be heavier than it is. It's lost a couple of feathers as it's carrying it, but it has not dropped it and it has not stopped flying. It is very determined to get where it is that it needs to go. So this person could see you struggling, but not giving up, persevering, being very strong, especially with this Emperor card coming out. This person sees you as a boss in some type of way, even if that's just handling your business and staying on track and doing what needs to be done. Because with the Emperor, I see that the bird makes it to its seat, to its throne with the sword, right? They see you accomplishing what it is that you need to do powerfully. This world also gives me that energy too of advancement, closing out things, finishing what you start, and just continuously climbing up the ladder, right? Advancing in life. They see you being very successful, maybe even hungry for success. At the same time, encountering disappointment and handling that at the same time. Now, why are they watching you? We have release here, teamwork, territory, and caching. So I get the sense that there is something that this person may have done. There's something this person did, and they're watching you to see what your reaction is. They're watching you react. Or for some of you, there could be something that this person has said. I'm hearing something that they said, and it's almost like the sense of this person knowing, that this process that you are going through with the Five of Cups has something to do with them. But they're trying to see if you're going to release it and let it go. Because in this picture, I see there's a bird that, they're burying and then they're flying off. It's like they're just doing what needs to be done, putting it to bed, putting it to rest, and then they're moving on. So they want to know, they're trying to see if you are going to let it go, if you're going to move on, or if you're going to hold on to it. Yeah. I get the sense also that this person knows that they may have crossed boundaries with you, or they may have entered into a place where they have no business being. And I do see, again, a lot of protection around you. There's something about you being very protected or receiving assistance elsewhere. Yeah, that you getting assistance elsewhere. If this person did cross boundaries, I feel like you had someone, possibly could be your angels, it could be someone else acting in that energy that pushed this person back out of your boundaries, that pushed them back out where they need to be, right? There's some form of protection that you have around you again. They may want to know why you're so protected, or who are these people? What is this, that's helping you in some type of way with teamwork? Because in the picture of teamwork, there's an eagle that's in the vicinity of the crows. Though the eagle is a larger bird, it is a prey of smaller birds. And so one bird may not have a chance against it, but there's a flock of crows that come together, teamwork, to force it out of their territory. So I get the sense that this person could want to know, like, what support you have, why you're so protected. They're peeking in to see, like, what's going on with you. Maybe why you're so successful, why you haven't given up, why you're so tenacious, what you have that, helps you to keep going. I also have territory, which gives me the energy. That's why I say this person, it feels like they crossed some type of boundaries or some type of line with you. They did or said something they know they had no business saying. And that's where the conflict, I feel like, happened. That might be why they're watching you right now, whoever this is. Also, I get the energy too, Libra, that this person is seeing you watching. I mean, is seeing you working and kind of stack. They could see you stacking up resources or just, planting seeds in some type of way. And they are watching you do that. They want to know what type of seeds you're planting. And maybe you planted them already. They want to know and watch and see when the harvest comes up, right? But they are, in fact, watching you. There's somebody watching you. I'm going to see what the advice is from Spirit. So if this is someone that has crossed boundaries or has, hurt you or disappointed you in some type of way, I feel like Spirit would want you to set better boundaries with people and prioritize yourself, Libra. Okay. There may be a need to make sure that you're connected with people that have equal reciprocation. Like, make sure you're not out over giving to people that don't reciprocate that energy. Spirit definitely wants you. I feel like for some of you, this is you're in your glow area. You're in your glow era, your level up era. And Spirit wants you to realize that. I don't know if you spend a lot of time investing and pouring into others, but this is a time for you to realize that you're in your glow up area, your glow up era. I keep saying area. There's something about area that keeps coming out. I feel like there's somebody around you that may be not respecting your boundaries. That's come out several times here. Territory came out, teamwork came out. What else? The world came out. Those are all cards that talk about boundaries. Even release is about boundaries. There's something about boundaries, Libra. Make sure that you are setting good boundaries. And if you are in a season where you're experiencing this glow up and experiencing lots of success, or you are about to, you are going to attract some people for all the wrong reasons. And so this is the time where Spirit is wanting you to secure a space for yourself and set good boundaries around yourself with everybody. I don't care who it is. It could be family. Family came out here a couple of times, right? It could be family. Set good boundaries. Spirit wants you to take care of yourself and think of yourself. And if you are connected with energies and people that just take, there's never any reciprocation, or there's never any return of thought or, action. Spirit wants you to take the world and set good boundaries. Those might be connections that you need to end. Okay. I feel like you've been very protected in many ways. And there may be things that are on pause right now so that you can see things clearly. Okay. I feel like you are in your season right now. And this is a time of being very picky with who you allow to come along for this part of your journey. Okay. A lot of people will try to show back up like they've been there the whole time, like they supported you the whole way, when maybe they didn't. Maybe they did and said some things that caused some disappointment and some heartbreak, and that showed you who they really were. Believe them, Libra. Okay. That's what I have for you. That's who's watching you and what they want. I feel like overall there's some form of glow up that you may be having or about to have. So if that is true, and it doesn't have to be, you could just be very stable right now and grounded and, planting seeds and just really in a good space. That attracts people as well when they see you very grounded and stable, right? But Spirit is saying, understand your boundaries. Don't let people play with your boundaries. Set boundaries and you stick to your boundaries. Okay. It's not up to them, because if it was, they would never stick to your boundaries. You need to set firm boundaries and stick to them and make yourself follow those boundaries. Okay. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led, and I will see you next time, my love bugs. Bye, Libra. Like, share, comment. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to Blood Moon Oracle. My name is Letty. We are doing a cross-watcher reading. For those that would be trying to look in to find out information, maybe looking at Scorpio readings, trying to get information on you. We're going to find out who that is, what they see when they're looking in, and why are they looking in on you, right? So let's start. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I do want to make sure that I get all the information I can in a short amount of time. So I did pull out your cards. To begin with, we have the Two of Cups here. Who's watching you? We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Three of Cups. My goodness, all these cups. And we have the Eight of Wands. This feels like somebody that might want to move towards you. I'm getting somebody that wants to chase you. This could be somebody that you've moved away from. Could be family. It could be a lover, Scorpio. Somebody wants to chase you. Somebody wants to send messages. Somebody is looking to communicate with you and wants to do it quickly. Matter of fact, you could be receiving lots of messages from this person. They're in fact watching you. I have the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups. Again, as I stated, this could be someone that you have some type of soul contract with, or some type of business contract with, or some type of emotional contract with. This could be someone that would be considered very close to you, like within your core group, someone very trusted, someone that you might even trust, with your life. This feels like someone who is close to know what's going on with you, why they would be watching you. It could be for protection, to watch over you in a protective way. We will find out though. But it feels like this is somebody that would laugh with you when you are happy, celebrate with you when you winning. Somebody would ride for you when you need help, and cry with you when you're sad, right? It's somebody close to you. This could also be someone that you've moved away from. And it doesn't mean that you're mad at them. The Eight of Cups is not necessarily a card that shows disappointment or contempt. It just means that you have taken an inventory and you realize that you have to move, that you have to grow, that you have to challenge yourself. And that sometimes means walking away from old spaces. So this could be like someone from your old town, or a place where you used to hang out, or a place where you used to visit, or something like that. It feels like you may have walked away from this place or this person. And it could be somebody that wants to rush back in towards you with this Eight of Wands. So I have the Two and the Three of Cups, which is Cancer energy. Yeah, lots of Cancer energy out here. Two and the Three of Cups is water energy, lots of water. And then I also have Pisces energy with the Eight of Cups. And then I have the Eight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So it could be any of those signs, or maybe they have those placements heavy in their chart. But lots of water energy coming out for you. This could be somebody that's very emotional and that moves on a whim, right? It could be several people. It could be a group of people that could be watching you, or watching out for you, watching over you. But whoever it is, I feel like it's very significant. This would be someone that is not just a random. I'm not getting that. This is somebody that Scorpio. What do they see when they're watching you? I see the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and again, the Eight of Cups. Okay. When they're watching you, they still see you advancing, right? That Eight of Cups gives me advancement energy. It's like you have to grow. You have to continue to move forward. You refuse to be complacent. You're always looking for ways to expand and to challenge yourself and to move to higher heights. They're still seeing you that way. If this is somebody maybe from your past and they're looking in, they're like, dang, you haven't changed. You still tenacious, Scorpio. You still that go-getter, right? Especially with this Queen of Wands here. Even though the Nine of Swords comes out and the Ten of Swords, which talks about pressure, it talks about burdens, hard work, stress. The Queen of Wands and the Eight of Cups is like, you make it look easy, right? This could be someone that knows about your struggles, that knows what you're dealing with, especially if you're having a hardship or a hard time. They're wondering like, why are you not stressed out? Why are you handling this with such ease? I would have been fell out. Right? That's what they're saying when they're looking at you. I'd have been fell out and gave up long time ago, but here you are, still balancing, still going, still building, still expanding and advancing. And so when they see you really triumphing over your struggles. I almost feel like there could be a difficult time that you could be having when they're looking in, but they see you handling it like a boss, right? They see you handling it very easily with grace, right? With grace. Not that it's easy, but you make it look that way. And yeah. So that's what they're seeing. They may see you as having a lot to carry, a lot to deal with this 10 of Wands, maybe having a lot on your plate, carrying a lot, and maybe you're doing it all by yourself. You're doing, the work of two people. Yeah. And they're watching you do this. They're seeing you do this when they look in, handling it like a G. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Why are they watching you? I have dominance coming out here. Uh-oh. We got a power struggle going on. Let's see. Influence, soar, and exposed. Ooh, okay, that changes things. Because I almost feel like there's some type of power dynamic. Anytime I get that dominance card, it lets me know someone is operating out of their ego. Someone is wanting control. And then influence is like, be careful who you allow in your space. Be careful who you're around. There's a saying that if you want to know who you are, look at the people that you surround yourself with. That's your mirror. This influence card is like being careful not to pick up the bad traits or unhealthy traits, right, in your environment. So this person may be watching you to see if you're still strong, if you're still holding on, if you still are professing, to not partake in certain things. I'm getting that energy. And so this could be somebody that's trying to check up on you just to really be nosy. I'm getting that now that I look at why. And then exposed definitely gives me that energy. We have the crow, that's being swooped on by the bigger bird, the ego, right? Out in the open, exposed, under the light, right? So it's almost like this person almost for someone, and it doesn't mean like this is the intention of everyone watching you, because someone is very much seeing you handling your business, but their intention may be to see if you are not quite surviving, right? If you're not quite being successful in a difficult time. I get that energy with dominant, influence, and exposed. Now, the fourth card tells a different story. It shows the bird soaring. It's interesting because this card represents the energy of, how sometimes when you're taking off, you catch a flight and you're taking off. And as the plane is taking off, sometimes there's a little bit of turbulence that they encounter as they're reaching their altitude to the place where they can then just kind of soar for a long time. But there's this bit of turbulence that they have to fight through, right? That's the energy that I feel like this card shows that you've overcome and you've reached that altitude where you're just soaring, right? Not that things aren't happening and that the struggle is not still real, but you've reached a place where you maybe have some type of routine, or maybe you have some type of, and I'm hearing ritual, you have some type of method where you have everything under wraps, right? Not to say that it's not hard, not to say that it isn't a struggle, but it's doable and you're doing it. Okay. So whoever's looking for the ego, you could be doing it very well and they're looking to see, oh, she thinks she all that. He think he all that because he's able to handle all of this on his own. Right. Or maybe they're just looking to see if you're operating out of your ego and trying to lord it over people since you are at this very high level of operation. With dominance, this is all about kind of like that bullying energy and that, wanting people to bow down to you. Somebody is maybe looking to see if you're in this kind of energy. Maybe they want the power that you have. I don't know. This card is coming out for a reason. Why are they watching, Scorpio? Not everybody has good intentions that's watching you. Some people want to see you exposed. right? Some people want to see your foot slip. They want to see you not doing so well, but you are doing well, Scorpio. And so though this is their intention, they're not getting what they're wanting to see. They're seeing something totally different. They're seeing you very successful in handling your business and growing and expanding and advancing. Not that you're not having issues, but you're handling them as they come. So much so that you have become accustomed to handling the issues and you just kind of coast through them, right? I want to see if Spirit has any advice, anything else Scorpio needs to know. That's what's happening. And I do feel like it's somebody that may be close to you or somebody that you have known from the past that was at one point in time close to you. May have been somebody, one of your closest, connections, maybe at one point in time. Sometimes things change, people change, and sometimes they don't. And that's the moral of the story. All right. What else does Scorpio need to know? All right. I have the Death and the Two of Coins. I feel like Spirit is just letting you know if you are having difficult times or you've been waiting for your opportunity to just exhale, it's coming. It's coming. Right. But in the meantime, continue working hard and doing whatever it is that you need to do. Your time is coming, Scorpio, is what Spirit is saying. I also hear Spirit saying, for some of you, there's something about someone coming in. Maybe someone has already come in. This could be like an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This new beginning includes a person that's very skilled and that's very smart and intelligent. Yeah. This may be Spirit letting you know that help is on the way. Okay. And you guys will think alike, I'm hearing. You'll see things alike. You'll operate alike. Your strategies will be similar as well. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Like, share, comment, Scorpio. We'll see you next time. I love bugs. Blood Moon Oracle is the channel. And thank you for stopping by. That's who's watching. And that's what they want. And you keep shining and keep doing what you do so well. Okay. You make it look easy is what I hear. All right. We'll see you next time, Scorpio. Bye. Bye. Soft light. Sagittarius. How are you doing today? Blood Moon Oracle is the channel. My name is Letty. We're going to take a look and see the cross watchers that are watching you, who they are, what they see when they're watching, and why they are watching. And then any advice that Spirit might have for you, okay? So I have the King of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Moon. Lots of water energy around you, Sagittarius. And so lots of water energy. King of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Moon are all water energy. And then we have the Seven of Swords, which is air energy. And so this could be someone that I'm not sure how to interpret. This King of Cups, the expression. I think I got this for Leo. Was it Leo? Might have been Leo. I got this for the expression on the King of Cups is just like kind of snarky, right? Whoever this person is, I don't know if they are watching you to, in a devious way, or if they are just kind of, it looks like there is like the reception of some type of challenge. It's almost like, oh, really? Right? Oh, okay. Okay. Right. It's kind of like that kind of energy, the King of Cups. And so there is a King of Cups that could be watching you, a masculine energy. This person could possibly drink when they're watching you. He has a cup in his hand. This person could also have a lot of hair. Yeah. I also have the Knight of Cups as well. This could be someone that wants to give you something or offer you something, or move in some type of way towards you with the Knight of Cups. But there's something about sneaky with this Seven of Swords. That is not really a good energy that they're moving in. It's very sneaky. And the intentions of the Seven of Swords is to deceive. It's to steal, right? It's to pull the wool over someone's eyes. And so I don't feel like the intention is good for someone here. The way that they're moving is not honest. And the intention is not honest. It's almost like they want to take something from you, Sagittarius. And so the Knight or the Seven of Swords is someone you need to be very aware around, right? You don't want to leave your purse around this person, or you don't want to leave your information around this person. This is somebody that you need to be very cautious of. There's a lot of hidden motives with this person, especially with the moon, right? There's a lot about this person that's not seen on the outside. This could be a very emotional person as well. All these cups, very emotional person. When I look at the moon too, talk about the moon has certain powers and energy to affect moods, right? And so I feel like this could be someone that, maybe swings in moods. But lots of water energy. I would say Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then with the Seven of Swords, I'm going to say Gemini. So Pisces and Gemini energy. What do they see when they look at you, Sagittarius? I see the Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. So this person absolutely watches you. The Page of Swords comes out, which is all about watching. But when they watch you, they definitely have watched you struggle. I think I got this for Libra as well. The Page of Swords is a picture of a bird that's carrying a sword. And the sword absolutely looks like it is heavier than the bird. However, the bird hasn't released the sword. Neither has it stopped flying. Like, it is determined to get this sword to where it needs to be. There's something about watching you struggle. And there's a couple of feathers that has fallen off of the bird, but it doesn't turn around to notice or to stop to get the feathers. It's just keeping going. It's moving forward. There's the idea that there's something that has to be sacrificed in order for this to get done. And so they've watched you struggle. They've watched you sacrifice. They've watched you carry great deeds to the finish, right? I feel like that's what that is saying. With the Wheel of Fortune, I also feel like when they watch you, they can see not only the struggle, but they see great favor around you as well. With the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is all about luck. It's all about destiny. It's all about fate. It's all about cycles, fulfilling themselves and taking place and coming to pass, seasons passing. It's about things taking the natural course of action. So when they see you, Sagittarius, they're watching. It's something like they're watching destiny take place, or it's almost like they're watching the universe move. That's what I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like a natural movement, a natural occurrence, like things unfold naturally. There's something about that connects them. There's something quite deep, right, that they watch when they see you with the Wheel of Fortune. And I don't know if it's, watching you struggle and seeing you come out of it, seeing things kind of naturally take place. It's almost like trouble doesn't last always. After the darkest night, there's always a brighter day. That process is kind of like the energy that I'm getting. Karma in action, right? And it's not always bad, right? This feels like good karma for you. They see you, when they watch you, they see lots of abundance with the Empress. they see you abundant, or they see you expanding your territory and growing more abundant, becoming just more fruitful. The Empress is known to be abundant wherever she goes. It's like wherever she steps, things grow, things become better, and they see possibly you being able to make situations better. There's something about you maybe just being seen as the Empress. When they watch you, they see you in this energy, very feminine energy, very fertile energy. I don't know if somebody might see you as their, the Empress is known to be like, you know, a mother figure too. Maybe they look up to you as a mother figure, or as having children. You know, I'm getting that energy. But they also see you as being very creative, like being this very creative energy as well. The Empress gives birth, right? She's very creative. Like I said, like everything she does is fruitful. Kind of like a Midas touch. That's the energy I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. So they see you as being just like this very fortunate energy I'm feeling. And then with the Ace of Swords, it's almost like this newness, this awakening. Someone may see you as the energy representing the energy of awakening, like making new situations out of old energy with the Ace of Swords. And it's almost like this bird that's struggling to carry this sword over the Wheel of Fortune, over the Empress energy to the Ace of Swords, right? All of the struggle turns into something brand new. Something completely brand new, like a whole new start, a new beginning. There's a rose here, and it's almost like they are seeing you reach your fulfillment, you know, and seeing that all of the trouble was worth it. They're seeing you victorious and reach the finish line, basically. Reaching your destiny. That's a good way to put it. Now, why are they watching you? What do they want? Why? I see memory here. Memory, teamwork. I got this teamwork for Libra as well. Perspective. Preparation. And soar. Okay. I definitely feel like they see you as being successful. With soar here, it's almost like you have surpassed the turbulence. I got that for Scorpio. You surpassed some form of turbulence, and now you're just kind of, you know, coasting. And so they may be watching because they want to know, like, how you surpass the turbulence. How did you get to that place to where you're just kind of brought an end to the struggle and you're just soaring now? But I also get that they are looking to see if you've healed, Sagittarius. I see memory here, which shows a lot of triggers in this picture. I don't know if you can see it, but everything red represents a trigger of some kind. And we know that triggers are as a result of unhealed energy. Right. And so I feel like they're watching you. Someone's watching you to see if you've healed. This person could be doing things specifically to see if you're being triggered by it, to see if they can trigger you. I get that too. I do feel like you have a lot of protection around you. You may have some type of support that helps you. And that doesn't always have to be in the physical realm. This could be in the spiritual realm, right? But you have a team that's assisting you here with difficulties, that has assisted you with difficulties. They may want to know, like, who that is, like, what is this, who's helping you, who is assisting you traveling through these difficulties and getting to the place where you've been destined to be. There's something about wanting to know where your help is coming from, right? They want to know where your help is coming from. And then also they want to know how you ended up, something about your mindset that has changed with perspective. Now, perspective is actually the energy of the hangman in the tarot. And we know the hangman stops, hangs upside down, and processes mental energy to come up with a conclusion before moving forward. So this person wants to know, like, what your process was. That's why someone is watching you. They want to know what your process is, if you're still being triggered, where your help is coming from, and how you do what you do with preparation. In preparation, we have very skilled and strategic birds who have, and it looks like there's some type of egg or something, and they carry it across the way and drop it. Or it must be like a nut or something with a hard shell, like a walnut or something. They carry it across the street and they drop it so that the cars can come by and smash it. Once the cars come by and smash it, now they can go down and scoop the fruit of the nut after the car has broken the outer shell. And so there's a lot of strategy with this preparation card that we're seeing with the birds. They want to know like what your strategy is. How do you do what you do? Someone's watching you to get like the innermost parts of, you know, your story, who you are, your experience, your process, you know. And so I don't necessarily feel like it is somebody that wants to harm you. I think it's just somebody that's curious, that just wants to know. It's people that want to know. There's something about your journey, your experience that's interesting. But let me see. Is there anything else Sagittarius needs to know? Any advice? Ooh, don't fall. Ooh, well, I take that back. We have the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Coins and the 5 of Cups. I spoke too soon. Not everybody watching you is just watching you, you know, curiously. Apparently somebody feels some type of way, right? With all these 5s coming out, especially the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Coins and the 5 of Cups. I feel like somebody has an ought. That's what that says. So I stand corrected. I spoke too soon. And Spirit is saying, no, you do need to be on guard, Sagittarius. The change that has happened is offensive for somebody. And even though it has nothing to do with them, they're taking it personal. And so, yeah, do be on the lookout and set good boundaries. Be on guard. I did get that 7 of Swords too. I forgot about that. And that was a contemptuous energy. Somebody wants to take. And so that's what I'm getting. But know that you are protected. The world is here. Protect your crown chakra. I'm hearing that. Protect your crown chakra. Whatever you do for protection, like kick it up. I feel like this could have something to do with endings as well with the world. Okay. That may be as a result of someone wanting to, you know, change your fate, change your destiny. But Spirit says not so. Nevertheless, you do need to be on guard and be mindful. Okay. Like, share, comment, Saggy. We'll see you next time, my love bugs. I don't know why Spirit is saying to tell you I love you, Saggies. Take care of yourself, okay? Mind, body, and soul. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll talk to you next time, Saggy. Blood Moon Oracle here. All right, Capricorn. I have to stand up. I was sitting too long. You're going to be my last reading for part 1, and then I'm going to start another video. But we are talking about who is cross-watching you. What do they see when they're cross-watching you, and why are they cross-watching you? For those of you that don't know what cross-watching is, that's when someone watches, someone that's not Capricorn will watch your sign to try to get information on what's going on with you, or they may in fact get readings on you to find out what's going on with you. We call it cross-watching. We're going to tap in and see. I did pull out my cards for the sake of time. See who that is, what they want, why they're watching, what they see when they're watching, okay? So I did pull your cards out, Scorpio, and I have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands. When I got to pulling your cards, I automatically heard getting your lick back. I don't know who this is, but they get to see you get justice. That's what I'm hearing. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Ace of Wands. So you have 2 aces out here. This could be somebody that wants a new beginning with you. Somebody that, and I'm hearing, may have left you hanging, left you out in the cold, right? But there's something about them wanting to come back around, wanting a new beginning, maybe wanting to make things right. This person may want to, I can't say that word because we on TikTok, um, you know, feel what it's like again. That's what I'm hearing. There's just something about the psyche, and it's true for men and women. You can have somebody like all to yourself and have them any way that you want them, and there's just something that it's not enough. It's undesirable. But the moment that that person becomes unavailable, or they set boundaries and they block, then all of a sudden they become the most desired thing in the whole wide world. I'm getting that energy. Like whoever this is desires you, whoever you are, and it's a masculine that is desiring you. I'm talking to a feminine. I'm talking to all Capricorns, but this particular message about this person desiring you very deeply right now, this is for a feminine. This person wants to come back in and they want to know what it's like again. But I feel like they've lost that place. I don't know. Maybe you will give them another chance. They do want, when we have the Ace of Cups out here, talks about a new beginning, and the Ace of Wands. We also have the Five of Pentacles, the Temperance. And so, yeah, there may be an opportunity for a new beginning with this person. I don't know how you feel about that. If this is not your story that I just described for a feminine, this could be someone that is offering their cup of love, either coming back around, or it could be the first time around. This is somebody that's interested in taking things further with you, maybe to getting to know you on a romantic level. This also could be someone that just wants to do things with you. You know what those things are. I don't know how deep this is. This could be somebody that just wants a quick fling, you know? But I feel like there's something about a past situation that didn't end well. This could also be someone, for some of you, this Temperance came out before. Can't remember who it came out for, but I feel like you have a lot of protection around you. And so if this is not for, this is for a select few, this could be a sign that you have had a lot of protection, you know, through life or even recently. I do feel like you have a lot of angelic energy, a lot of angelic support. Of course, they're not cross watchers, but that's coming out in the reading. That came out, I think, for Libra as well. But whoever this is has every intention as they're watching you. That's why they're watching you. They want to move. They want some form of action, some form of interaction. Wands are all about action. Cups is all about emotions, right? And so it's water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We also have fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. That is a dangerous combination, honey. You could be, you know, one of those signs. There could be something about this person and you, your energy that just kind of sparks. It just kind of is combustible. I don't know if this is somebody you have yet to entertain or connect with, but there's something really combustible about your energy, whoever is watching you. But it could be a Sagittarius or a Pisces, or it could also be another Capricorn. Yeah, or a fire sign. Lots of fire out here. And so there could be something very, for some of you, this also could represent someone who is very sweet, very docile, like they could be very patient. They could be very balanced. This person could actually be someone who likes to, I'm getting like a scientist energy. I don't know why I'm getting that. Whoever this person is an experimenter. Like they like to try different things. They could be into alchemy, whoever this is. But they come across very balanced though. Very beautiful energy, whoever this person is that's sticking out here. I feel like whoever this is has good intentions for you. May in fact be a blessing to you as well. Now, what do they see when they watch you, Capricorn? I have the Ace of Pentacles, the Justice. What did I say? Somebody's watching you because it's time for you to get your lick back. The 10 of Swords, because they know they did you dirty. They didn't have to do you like that. The 3 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Okay. And so when they watch you, first of all, there's this never ending progress that you're making. Like every time they turn around, you've grown some more. You've done, you've gotten another promotion. You found a higher paying job. You'd added something onto the house. Like there's something that you did that has added more value to your existence, to your living situation. With the Pentacles, it's very practical. The Ace of Pentacles is also open-ended. It's almost like there is no glass ceiling. And so I feel like this shows how they are continuously seeing you leveling up and continually having opportunities that increase you, right? Justice is, of course, what we just said. They're watching you because it's their justice, right? If this is definitely somebody that you are not going to entertain, if this is somebody that messed up, it's like it is their justice to see you thrive, to see you win. And that may not be your attitude, but that's karma. There's some things that you just can't come back from. I'm a witness. There's some things that you cannot come back from. I don't care how you toss it up and fix it up and dress it up. I'm good. You only have to show me once. This 10 of Swords says it all. There's something that happened. There's some great, betrayal that happened, some great failure that happened. And not that we have to hold people to such a high standard that they can't fail. But the 10 of Swords is almost like knowing what you're doing, and you chose to do it. You knew that this was going to hurt me to the bone, but you did it anyway, or you did it several times. You did it to the point where it was just like beating a dead horse. The 10 of Swords is like, things can't get any worse. So I feel like this person could be watching you coming back from this great betrayal, whatever this represents, or this great difficulty that happened to you. They're watching you come back from that, or watching how you responding to it and, are maybe healing from it. I also have the 3 of Wands, which also talks about this energy of expansion and just getting things under your belt and constantly growing and leveling up. They may be watching you about to make your next move, whatever that is. You may have just made 2 major upgrades or level ups, and now you're ready for the next one. It's like just consistently growing and moving forward, expanding, growing through the storm, not just growing, but growing through the storm, like unstoppable energy. They're just watching you climb the ladder, basically. And then with the Knight of Swords, I feel like this is you having just a lot of clarity on what you want right now. They're watching you like just really pull it together. They're watching you being really clear. Maybe you said that you was going to do something and you're doing exactly what you said you was going to do, and some more, right? Just being really clear about that. So I feel like they are watching you be successful. This is part of, for somebody, maybe not for everybody, this is part of their karma. Justice being served on your behalf, in your favor. They get to watch you have the best years of your life, have the most success of your life. I don't see anyone else here, so I don't think it's with anyone else particularly. This is really just about you. Okay, this is what they're seeing. Why are they watching you? Survival. Okay, like I said, coming back from the most difficult time of your life, possibly. They're just watching to see how you're coming back from this. Yeah. Maybe you were in kind of survival mode at one point in time, and it has been kind of like inspirational or kind of educational for them to see how you've gotten yourself out of the sticky situations. Maybe they've learned from you. Even for someone with perspective, this is like the Hangman energy, learning from your past, right? So that you can integrate that wisdom, not being quick to go jump into the same cycles that you just came out of. right? And so they're learning something from you. They find you pretty intriguing as well. Freedom. There's something that you have that they want. It could be freedom. It could be a release of, the weight of this. It could be the fact that you have navigated this so easily and lifted yourself up out of it and ended up in better situations than some of those that didn't have the struggle that you've had. There's something that you can afford to do that others can't. And they watch you because they want to know, they want to learn from you. Yeah, this could be people that are part of your community watching you. This could be family, people that are related to you, or you have some connection with them, familial wise. Again, it could be someone that's wanting a new start. They want another chance. I don't know. Let's see the advice from spirit. But they're watching you because you are successful. The hardship and the betrayal didn't stop you. Some of them were the cause of the betrayal. Others are just watching you come up. For those that caused it, I don't think that they thought you were going to do as well as you're doing, as well as you've done. I get the feel like they thought you were going to stay down. Some people be thinking like they are God's gift from from heaven, and you'll never survive without me. It's like, really? Wake up. I was living before I met you, and I'm going to continue living afterwards. Justice comes out again. Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups. Spirit just basically and Queen of Coins. Spirit wants you to take care of yourself and be responsible and take care of, I feel like the places that Spirit is beckoning for you to take care of is your mental health with the Queen of Cups. And then whatever your living situation is, that could be financial, that could be physical, it could be emotional, like whatever the situation is in the 3D, whatever your situation is, do what you need to do to make sure that stays balanced and you're taking care of your responsibilities. I feel like those are the two areas that Spirit wants you to focus on, the physical and the emotional. Make sure that you balance those and stay balanced. And justice is coming in for you. It's almost like Spirit is saying, don't worry. Don't even worry. What goes around comes around. Just make sure that you stay on the up and up. Make sure that you do things right. Okay? And things will go right for you. Capricorn, I always enjoy reading for you. With that, we're going to go ahead and end this. Whoever's watching you is getting a good show. I hope they learned something. Till next time, Capricorn, like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led. I feel like somebody wants back in. They want you bad. They miss it. And some of them may be new, right? Maybe new opportunities coming towards you. You can be the judge of that. Use your discernment. And you should do that anyway, right? Like, share, comment, subscribe if you feel led, and we will see you next time, my love bugs. All right. Bye. Blood Moon Oracle here.